guys, welcome to my channel. My name is FifiRich. I'm your makeup artist and motivator of the year. Thank you for joining me in this video. If you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. Today I'm just doing a vlog. I know you've not seen me for a while. This is because I've been moving. A lot has been happening in my life in the past few months. Good things though. Good things mostly, and I've not been able to do my makeup tutorials because my makeup was far away from me. I had to relocate and leave my things behind because I had to start a new chapter. So yeah guys, I've been moving quite a lot recently, and I thank God for everything. Anyway, so guys, today I'm just doing a vlog. As you already know, it was my birthday just the other day on the 17th of June to be precise, and so I've come of age. I consider that in the year 25 I had come of age, and now I was looking back recently and reflecting and saying, okay, what is the thing that I've learned? What's the thing I've come to realize for myself pertaining to life as I enter into year 26? And this is after the birthday. Today is the 20th of June, and so I thought, let me just come on and share the one biggest thing that I want to share at this point in time. I've realized a few things, but there's just this one thing that stands out that I feel like I should share with you guys as I start the year of 26. So without wasting much time, let's go. Let me just have a sip of water. It could have been green tea. If you'll notice this tea bag just swimming around, but it's an old tea bag from yesterday. Yeah. So guys, let's get into it. What is the biggest thing that I've realized that I believe will help you? It's the issue of continue to do good. Continue to help other people. Open your hands up and do good and help other people, because one of these days it'll work for you. Back then I knew, it's one thing to know and it's another thing to experience it for yourself. It's another thing to realize something. So the power of realization, I hope you can always make realization. You need to be in a steady position in your life within yourself to be able to make some realization. So it's one thing to know and it's one thing to realize. Back then I knew that I am a farmer who's interested in sowing good seed at all times, and so I always wanted to do right by God, always wanted to do right by people. Do I do right by people? By helping them, by being there for them, by being supported, by loving people, extending the love of God to people. You see, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, by no means. I'm not perfect at all, but I knew that my intention with humanity has always been pure, and so I thought of myself as a farmer who sows good seed. And I always knew, and I always told people that in this life, be very careful how you treat people, be careful what you do, because it will come back to you. You can never escape the universal law of you reap what you sow. Doesn't matter your religion, doesn't matter which country you're from, what you believe in, what you ascribe to, it's just the universal law. So I've always been the person that encourages people to be careful how you treat others, be careful what you do with a life. It's entrusted to your care, or the people that you get the opportunity to impact, to interact with, to engage with. Anyway, you just never know who you're dealing with. So the biggest lesson so far for me is open your hands up at all times and help people. And the thing that I've learned about this is you may not necessarily get the same people you do things for doing things for you, no, but you will get help. When you sow it, when you've given it, you're definitely gonna get it. It might be different people, and oftentimes it'll be different people. This is what I have seen, and this is what I'm seeing in this season of my life. If I was to tell you the things that have been happening lately, you wouldn't even believe it, but for sure fact, you would never doubt that it is the hand of God. And so I've seen what can happen when you serve people. I've seen what can happen when you help people without expecting anything. And one of the things is you're gonna get that help back in a different way, shape or form. It will come back, and it will most likely be coming back to you from other people, from strangers, people that you don't know, people that you know that can welcome you into their homes. They can give you accommodation almost for free. They can opt to feed you, they can opt to take care of your needs, your daily necessity. It's just crazy. Like, I remember when I first came here, I moved to a different place in the country. I'm coming from another place where I was for 2 months, and now I'm in another place in the country. And when I first got here, I had asked a friend for accommodation, and she agreed in the meantime. And then I had to eventually go. So now when I left, there's this woman that I met, and I met her in town I never knew her, and immediately I met her, I had to talk about her doing her own business where she could make money and not having to depend solely on her job. And then she helped me to find an accommodation. And the following day, after I moved into the new home, she sent me a message and said, "You won't believe what happened to my sister." I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "I lost my job." I said, "You lost your job?" She said, "Yeah." It was a crazy moment for her because she was told that the job is coming to a close at the end of this month. Within the month, like halfway to month end, you hear that you're not going to be working anymore. You can imagine how stressful that was. And so this is somebody who, because of how she helped me, I said, "Yeah, no problem, we'll see what to do." And I believe that God is going to do something good in her life. I don't know why I'm mentioning her, but I think it's worth mentioning that before she found me a house, she had a job, and the first day we met, I had to mention the issue of do your business, have a side hustle for yourself, make an income for yourself. And then after moving out, she loses her job. Now we're talking about her starting her own. And I believe that anyway, by the grace of God, is one way that God is preparing her for her next promotion. So I was just advising her to stay put, stay calm, and let's watch what God is going to do. That's why I'm praying, you see, for guidance with the next thing for her to do. But I'm just saying that everywhere you go, when you are dedicated to the service of humanity, to helping people, to being there for people, God will always give you people yourself. God will never leave you desolate and desperate and in want. As long as you have His and His people's best interests at heart, He will never. I'm here to testify of that to the glory of God. So my now landlady happens to know the home village of this lady, happens to know the surname of this lady that I'm saying has lost the job. So we're very optimistic that something is going to come up. I believe by the grace of God that she will get her next breakthrough, whether it's a job, business, or both anyway, So it's just amazing how things work. And so how I got my house, I had asked this lady that I'm saying lost her job to help me to look for an accommodation. This was in the absence of my friends. She went on a trip, and before going on her trip, she had said, we gotta find you a house before the end of this month. I said, no problem. So I remained searching actively, and in a matter of 2 days, and I was also praying. I said, Lord, just as you have given me this job, now give me an accommodation which is a walking range from where I work. So the lady sent me a number of the now landlady, and the now landlady asked me, who are you? And I narrated the story that somebody called so-and-so gave me your number because I'm looking for an accommodation. She said, who is that person? And I asked her, tell me your name because the landlady wants your name. And she said, no, I don't know her, but somebody else gave me the number. So this lady that has now lost her job and is about to get her breakthrough, because having lost her job is not a label that I want to give her, okay? She's about to get her breakthrough. So the about to get her breakthrough lady now gives me the number of the person that gave her my now landlady's number. So follow the story. And so what happened? The landlady says to me, I don't know anybody by that name. The name is so-and-so of the person that you say gave you my number, you and that lady, the about to get a breakthrough lady, but I don't know her at all. Like, I don't know her. Who is this person? I'm like, but the name of the lady is so-and-so. She's like, I don't know that person. And guess what? By the end of the conversation, it was a phone call. She was like, okay, I just think it's God. I think these are the doings of God. So, okay, cool. Just come. Yeah, no problem. We'll give you a space to live in. And so she said, in the morning, come and see the house, see if you like it, see if you're happy with it before you go to work. And I did that and I was satisfied. And then she said, we're gonna come get you. Because before the conversation ended, I was like, okay, fine, I'll come see the house tomorrow and I will start looking for a van, a car to help me move, right? And she said, no, don't worry, I know somebody who has a van. We're coming to get you. You just fuel up the car for about $5 US, $10 US. And indeed they came, they got me, I moved in, I've settled in well. So yes, behold a new chapter, guys. So that's one of the things that has delayed in terms of creating content, filming and all that. So yeah, so I really hope you understand. So this is something that I'm telling you to open your mind up to the issue of, see, when you've helped people before, God is going to send you your own helpers, your own destiny helpers. You don't have to know them. It'll be strangers. The last place of residence where I stayed, I got a lot of help from people that I didn't know, strangers just coming. Remember one time, I think this is testimony time also, we should make mention of the name of God. When God has done something good for us, we should share it and, encourage others, because what you're celebrating today as a testimony is somebody's battle today, it's somebody's cry today. So never forget to return all the glory and praise to God Almighty for what He's done for you. So I remember one time before coming over here, I had luggage, a lot of luggage, and I was alone at the time, and I had to get like public transport for that, and I was like, oh my word, this is a lot. And I had to pay like for the luggage as though it was extra passenger. That's how much it was. So there was no how I could take it all at once. I could carry it all at once into my slip head. So what happened is on the way home, while I was in transit, I prayed and said, Lord, in my heart, it was an in-house prayer. I conduct a lot of in-house prayers, and there's a reason for that. But I prayed and said, Lord, please send help. Send help. Send help. When I get there, send help with my luggage. And you know something? Just as I dropped off, I saw a man from across the road. From across the road, he came. Actually, this man, he was from across the road in a certain yard, and he just walked out of his gate and he shouted and said, do you need help? And I said, yes, please. And the man came and he helped me to carry my luggage to the gate of the yard in which I stayed. You can imagine. So this is the whole thing. It's mind-blowing. Like, God will never cease to amaze you. You don't have to know the people, but people will always help you. I can say so much about this. People will always help you. Sometimes God is amazing. So this is the current story. I've come to a new place. I've gotten an accommodation miraculously through a phone number of a lady we can't even trace, a woman that is not known at all. And I don't want to pursue that for a very, very, very small amount of money, basically free. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say apart from the fact that I thank God. But the issue here is, as long as you open up your hands and you help people and you do for people and you impact the lives of others positively for the good, you will never remain desolate, desperate. No matter where you go, doesn't matter which country, which continent. So this is one of the lessons I've learned in the year 26. So I can safely say to you, do things without expectation. Do things for people without expecting anything in return. Do things for people. Help people. Love people. Extend aid to people who need it, who don't need it, whatever, without expectation. Because the ones you're helping are not necessarily the ones that will help you tomorrow. Yes, they may. Oftentimes they will, because you will meet different people. Sometimes you're going to meet people who are appreciative of what you do for them. People who tomorrow can come back and do something for you. People who tomorrow, you're safe to cry to for help, and they will help you. They'll come rushing. They'll run to rescue you. But sometimes you'll meet people who may not even appreciate, and it's okay. Whether people appreciate you or not, whether people will thank you or not, that shouldn't be your business. It shouldn't be your concern. But the fact of the matter is, you reap what you sow. And today I can safely say, by the grace of God, I'm reaping so much, so much, even financially. The Lord will never leave you dry. He'll never leave you desperate. When you've helped people, you've bought groceries for people, you'll never lack food. You've helped somebody with toiletries, you'll never lack your own. You've donated clothes before, you will never wear tattered clothes. It's just like that. That's what the Bible says. Give and it will be given back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. When you do as unto the Lord. Now, give and give and it. That which you're giving, whatever it is, will be given back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running, or you're sure to get back from the Lord more than what you gave to the other person, what you invested in the other person's life. So I'm just here to encourage you, whenever you can help people, look around you Exercise love. Love looks around. I remember Prophet Timothy used to say this about love looks around for who is in need. Love doesn't wait for somebody to say, hey, I have a problem. Can you help me? I need this, I need that. But it looks around to see who is in need. I just want to encourage you with those words. Yeah, I've come of age and I've seen not one effort towards any person has come to waste. It's things of back then, but they're speaking for me today. So whatever you do in life will speak for you. It will speak bad or good for you in the future, depending on what it is that you did. If you sow good seed, it will speak good for you. It will speak well for you. You'll get good benefits. You will reap good. But if you sow bad, it will speak against you. It will work against you, and you will never reap anything apart from the bad that you have sown. So it's the same concept of you get a taste of your own medicine. So what medicine are you giving people to drink? You gotta look at that. You really gotta look into that. So I think this is what I wanted to share today. And may God take all the glory. I made mention of his name today because he's blessed me. He's never left me desperate, desolate, wanting, begging for bread. And I thank him for that. I really do. And I know he can do it for you. I believe he's already doing it for you. But always remember you're blessed to be a blessing. Always remember that God equips you to equip others. God gives to you things, resources. He trusts you as a steward so that it can be for the benefit of others. So don't close your hands when you have the capacity to help. But open your hands up and help others and do good for others. That's exactly what you'll get tomorrow. Doesn't have to be from the same people you've helped. It could be, but it doesn't have to be so much. And with that being said, I'm signing out. My name is FifiRich. Remember to subscribe to my channel if it's impacting you, and I can't wait to see you again. We'll be continuing with the Greater Impact Corner very soon. And for now, I just wanted to share one of the things I've come to realize. It's one thing to know, it's another thing to realize for yourself. And there's power in realization. Stay calm, stay with yourself, be in touch with God and with yourself, and make those realizations. Share them with us in the comment section below. Let us know how we've been a blessing to you, and share this video and other videos. Okay, you never know who you're helping. Thank you so much, and bye.